Hey everybody, Darth Bryboy here. So it's election day. So fucking vote for Joe Biden, that's all I'm gonna say. Um I decided to resurrect my old 4K Blu-ray player. Something tells me this remote and the lens itself could use a good cleaning. But ignoring that, so I thought, well, I don't have a 4K. I don't have a way to display 4K in a like 4K Voodoo movie, so I'm on my Voodoo right now. And yes, I now have a Voodoo, or I've had a Voodoo for a while. It's pretty much the same. It's basically the same amount of movies as my movies anywhere, except according to this has like 56 more movies than the Movies Anywhere account does. So that's okay though. That's okay. I wish there was a way to get the Firestick to display Voodoo. I think I got it working last year, but I had problems. But this works fine enough as a regular old Blu-ray player. Now, I wonder if I need to go to settings, see if there's an update. I mean, I haven't plugged this thing into anything in a very long time. According to this, I have the latest version of the software. So that's good, I guess. Yes, I would like to leave Voodoo. Now I'm on YouTube, my YouTube account. I'm in my subbed areas. Just want to exit. Now we're in the Amazon app. And now I'm getting mildly annoyed. Yeah, I know. Oh, I forgot I could just do that. So, I don't know if I'm going to keep this set up. It is kind of nice to have this back in the setup. Although when I think about it in retrospect, this player, this fucking machine had like so many issues. But at least I can downsize it. Or I can lower the resolution to a 1080p display. So if I just want to play regular Blu-rays, like if I got a machine here. So if I got a Blu-ray in here, which by the way, that's annoying. It looks like it shut off when it wasn't supposed to. So I got a Blu-ray in here. I moved my old region-free player out of the way. Why don't we just... There we go. That's a little better, I guess. So if we... Okay. So one of the most disappointing factors about this machine was that the Smart Hub kind of sucked. There's no way to work around it. The Smart Hub on the 4K on the Sony player isn't as good as the Samsung was. Although I addressed this in a different part of the video, so why don't I just go to the back of the TV and I'll show you the remedy to that. So the remedy to that is a pretty simple fix. I now need to label these boxes because this is the HD DVD player and this machine, and this is the region free player. Not region free player. This is the region free player, which is connected to one of these boxes. Which one? I don't know at the moment. But it's connected to a box. But this one is a little easier because I can go from 4K. I have an 8K cable because this machine is being a temperamental bitch and is still a temperamental bitch. But ignoring that, oops. So let's go to the other part of the room. So the remedy to that is this. The Firestick, which is better, but there's only one annoyance with the Firestick. The Firestick has all these apps. How do I view my apps? I just want to view apps. Hold on. Trying my best not to be anxious, then I wound up being anxious. So what's really annoying about this. Wait. Apparently I do have Voodoo on here. Hold on. So I was about to go. Hey, wait a minute, I have Voodoo on here already. Why don't I just use it? And then I realized what the problem with using Voodoo was. Is that it's not officially supported by the Firestick App Store. Go figure. So, for most of my streaming needs, which would be Disney Plus, Movies Anywhere, YouTube, Hulu, other streaming shit that I'm not even aware of or care to use, most of that can either be covered by my Firestick or these apps in my TV. Now, I'm a little skeptical about using these apps, but they work. They do work. Let's try to resume that bitch. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Now let's see if the TV has a stroke. So, this is weird. So, for some reason, when I go to UHD, it wants to be 40p. What about SD? UHD. So everything wants to be a temperamental bitch. That's fun. I'm also on the verge of not caring if YouTube does something in my video. Is it doing anything? Oh. Wait. So I gotta go back to the TV. And now we have my old Blu-ray player layout. You know, it doesn't look bad. It's pretty modern and up to date. I think I just gotta dust it, obviously, clean the remote, and then I think I'm good. Because this has been in storage for a couple of months, and I thought, well, it works as long as you have a 4K enabled cable, which is weird because I tried hooking this up with I tried giving this to my parents, but then there were problems with trying to get it to work. I was like, oh, you're going to love this thing. You're going to have my whole movie collection available pretty much, and we can share discs, and we can watch Voodoo and all this great stuff. It'll be great. And then I give it to them, and it's like, it doesn't want to work. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I brought it down here, and I was like, okay, in storage you go. I'll either throw you out, get rid of you, sell you, or do something. And then in this moment of being tipsed, anxious as hell about the election, I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just put it back in the entertainment setup. Because what do I got there? Old region-free DVD player that I don't use. It's got a region-free Blu-ray player. Now, if there's a way to make that thing region-free, that would be fantastic. I mean, because I don't really care about that thing anymore. Plus, if I made this region-free, that would be great. You know what? I'm gonna probably go to bed. Because I should, and I should just go to bed because it's election day. And I want to do some phone banking, so live long and prosper and have a good day. So, I thought I would just add this part of the video. Once again, it is November 3rd as I'm recording this. So, vote for Joe Biden once again. I know it's being a bit annoying, but I kind of don't care. And if my speech isn't as articulate as I would like, it is 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. I am not a morning person. It is only 7:47 in the morning. So the clock's changed. So I'm a little tired. Right now, anyway. Feels weird to record this. I gotta figure out some alternative or better way to get this mic setup working. Maybe I got an easy way. Yeah, look, something fell. Funny. Okay, so I thought I would just talk about comparing these two 4K Blu-ray players. Now, if you want to know what the best one comparing these two, the Sony or the Samsung, the Sony's better. Now, people in my comment section on that rambling video I made back when I first got it in April were giving me all sorts of crap because, oh, you're not talking about Dolby Atmos and you don't have a Dolby Atmos setup, or this app doesn't work well, or the apps kind of suck. Well, one, I never said in the video I had Dolby Atmos or I had a Dolby Atmos capable setup. I don't even have a freaking stereo setup anymore. So I don't know how you could click on that video, see a guy has just 2 speakers and a receiver, and go, oh, this is going to be a professional tech reviewer. I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude recording from a webcam, recording from his phone, occasionally records from a DSLR, edits in Movie Maker, edits in Premiere when he feels like it. So, pretty much don't bother me. I got a new setup, but I edit like I edited in 2011, which is not saying much. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let me say about the media features. In terms of the apps, well, the Samsung player has an obvious app store. You can go. You can click the thing. You can add some apps. You got some weird foreign apps, which I'm a little skeptical on using, because I don't trust it, because you got some weird Russian shit. And maybe because, you know, it's an election and there was Russian interference in the election, that makes you a little skeptical to download anything that is Russian in it. Maybe that's some xenophobia. I will admit that. On my part, I do my best not to be xenophobic, but yeah, I have my flaws in that department as well. You're probably not expecting me to get political, but I'm a political guy. It is what it is. Going back to the player. When I look at these players, and I look at these machines, I'm looking at the apps and the capabilities of it. The Samsung one can't play in 4K well. It has problems playing in 4K. So you might go, by default, what the hell is the point of getting the Samsung? Well, frankly, there is no point in getting the Samsung player. The Samsung one is not even being made anymore because Samsung decided to kill their Blu-ray line, I think, a year ago. So you can't even get the machine if you wanted to, except on the second-hand market. That being said, it's a solid enough piece of equipment. It works as long as it's 1080p, and it's got great apps. The Sony one is a better machine. It plays 4K Blu-rays extremely well. It has played pretty much every disc that I own, except region-locked stuff. And when I mean every disc, I mean discs that shouldn't even be working. But for some miracle, they play smoothly, without any issue. The only time stuff doesn't play smoothly is if it's a really damaged Blu-ray from disc rot. I've talked about disc rot in the past. It's a problem I deal with, and I'm trying to figure out ways I can lessen the effects of it down here. But, you know, the saying goes, it is what it is. So, it feels good to have the Samsung player back in the setup. I was planning on giving that away, but as long as I just use it as an extra Blu-ray player, not as my main one, because I think if that, because that was, see, let me tell you the story about that, because context time, everybody. If you go back 3 years ago on the channel, I do a video where my PS3 breaks, okay? So I was stuck with my region-free Blu-ray player, which in retrospect, I probably should have just swapped the HDMI cable. And if I did that, it probably would have been a sufficient enough machine. But I didn't like the picture quality. It didn't look as good, didn't look as sharp as the PS3 did. I had this weird thing where I didn't want to put the region-free player into the best HDMI plug on that machine. Then I get this Samsung one. I think, okay, I'm set. This Samsung one is great. I love it. Then I have an issue with playing a DVD, and that's when I realized disc rot is a problem. DVD anyway. Flash forward to sometime in 2019, where two things happen. Thing one, the Blu-ray player, the TV, decides to kill itself. The TV just dies. It takes me like a month to get that thing repaired. Then I start hooking everything back up. Then the 4K Blu-ray player, the Samsung one, is being annoying. It's not displaying an image properly in 4K. It won't let me stream anything in 4K. So there goes, in my mind, the functionality of the streaming apps. So you've seen in my videos, if you watch my videos, I'm fiddling with it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm making videos trying to figure it out. I'm rambling until I call Geek Squad because the damn warranty on the TV is about to expire. So they determined what I was suspecting for many months, that it was the Blu-ray player, because it made no sense that after they repaired the TV that it couldn't handle a 4K signal. So the Sony one, which I love, the only thing I don't like about it, and this is not the player's fault, this is Sony's fault, although I understand why Sony does this and why any manufacturer would do this, I can't keep my region-free player plugged in at the same time the Sony player's plugged in. Why? Because the region-free player and the 4K player have the same remote frequency. So if I turn on one, the other turns on. If I play a disc in one, the other machine tries to turn it on. If I turn one off, they both turn off. So I gotta unplug the region-free player. I'm debating about just getting a new machine altogether, or I'm gonna see if I could somehow hack the Samsung one and make that region-free. Because if the Samsung 4K player is a region-free player, then that's perfect for what I need, frankly. That means I can play any Blu-ray from anywhere in the world. It's a solid enough machine. I have issues with it, but that's only when it does the main functionality it's supposed to do, be a 4K Blu-ray player, and it has trouble displaying stuff in 4K. So this section of the video was a little longer than I was expecting, so hope you enjoyed this stupid video. Live long and prosper and have a good day.